Hello there, welcome to this video. Okay, this one is a serious one, okay? This is Amma. And I want to start this one setting the scene with information, and then we discuss after we've got the information. I want to talk to you about the concept of flow. Now, the person who's responsible for this concept is somebody whose name I can never pronounce. Okay, so I'm not even going to attempt to. But it is something that refers to a state of optimal psychological engagement. And it's characterized by a high level of enjoyment, concentration, and a sense of control over one's activities. When an individual is in a state of flow, they are fully immersed in the task at hand and are able to perform at their best, uninterrupted. Flow can be experienced in a variety of concepts, including work, sports, artistic pursuits, and other leisure activities. It is often associated with a feeling of happiness and fulfillment, and it has been linked to increased productivity and well-being. To achieve a state of flow, it's important for an individual to be engaged in an activity that is challenging but not overly difficult, and to have clear goals and a sense of control over the task. The activity should also provide immediate feedback, which will help the individual to make adjustments and to continue to improve their performance. Overall, the concept of flow highlights the importance of finding activities that are personally meaningful and challenging, as these can help individuals experience a sense of purpose and enjoyment in their lives. Now, flow is one of the reasons why people say that do what you love. Do what you enjoy. Do what brings you meaning and purpose. I have been very lucky to find myself in some activities where I flow. And when I am in activities where I flow, like this outreach, I love what I do. I love interacting with you. I love getting in your mind. I love shaking some of your stronghold beliefs. And I like to feel that I impact your life in meaningful ways, and it's really enjoyable. And so turning a camera on to have this conversation with you often starts with a smile on my face. And because I start this with a smile on my face, understanding that I have a chance to affect your behavior, and because of the impact on your behavior, also on your outcomes, I do so with pure enjoyment. When I'm doing this, I don't actually think and I don't get tired. Flowing here makes me feel wonderful, and it takes me to some very deep places to draw on knowledge and experiences from the past. And I finish this no matter how long shooting takes, no matter how long it takes to get this recorded, no matter what effort I have to go through to get this across to you on the platforms, I'm willing to do it because I'm flowing. And especially when I'm talking in those topics where I am passionate, when I'm really excited and I'm making the videos, I get really animated, and a lot of you are into it. Most of you draw into it. And yes, those videos do really well. The videos where I flow always outperform the videos that you do out of a sense of duty and so on. So I want to unpick flow because somebody asked me, Amma, how is it that you are able to perform at this stage? I perform at that stage, and I think everybody performs at that stage. One, because you are competent. You've got to be competent before you can flow. There should be some baseline competencies. You should be capable of doing certain things. You should also there is an element of practice. You practice to make perfect. You must do some things repeatedly. You must actually drill it down into your systems. You must instinctively know what to do, and you do it without actually referring to anything. And when you get into that state, you are almost out of your body. Flow, when you are flowing, is almost an out-of-body experience. You are not relying on your mind to take you there. You rely on your instincts to get you there. And once you are there, you just output. You just do. Musicians do that. So you see people who are performing and they get into it and they are not looking at the keys. They are almost possessed by something. It takes it to another level. And for those of us watching, it's beautiful. It's amazing. Oh my God, nobody else can do that. Yeah, most people in the arts can do that. Actually, speakers do that too. There are some people who take topics and they almost transcend out of the body, and it takes you into this extra experience. Yeah. In order to do that, you must have some rock solid competencies. You must have practiced repeatedly for a long time. It is a skill that should be well ironed and honed in and perfected, so that when you get into the execution phase, your body knows what to do instinctively. And you don't rely on post-it notes. You don't rely on prompts. You don't rely on anything else, because it is drilled down almost into your DNA, and you are good to go. When you find flow, you find excitement. You find fulfillment. It is addictive. It's a place you want to be. I suppose those who do substances will probably find that the feeling they get when they are under the influence is exactly the feeling that people in flow get. It is wonderful. It's beautiful. And you want to get there as often as you can. You want to hide in this. You want to escape into this environment. And that's why people who find flow tend to find it again and again and again. And over time, people who are able to sustain flow are described as geniuses. They are different from the rest. So the Cristiano Ronaldos of this world and the Lionel Messis of this world are icons in football for a reason. Football is something that has been their lives for a long time. They play every time. They practice all the time. They do skill development and skill training, and at some point, when they hit the football pitch, they grow a mind of their own. They act intuitively. They almost know what to do. No, they don't wait and think for a second. No, when you are in flow, you don't think. When you are in flow, it happens almost automatically. All the thinking and all the training and all the practice should have happened way before you find yourself in an episode of flow. Why am I discussing flow? I want to discuss flow because I want people to understand that it is one of the superior places to want to get to in performance. It is something that you'd ultimately want to build up to. It is something that will help you go beyond mundane. If you're doing things in the mundane and it's difficult to sustain passion, an understanding of flow and what could generate it for you might help you find the extra layer that you need to keep going. It might find you the satisfaction that you may not be finding. And in fact, sometimes to find flow, you need to stop what it is you're doing and to change and chop until you finally find an area that your spirit wants to operate in, that you desire to be in. Places where you are aligned with happiness and purpose, so that when achievement comes in this area, you can find fulfillment. When you get these factors aligned, you have set yourself up potentially to be blessed by the factor of flow, the concept of flow. And when you find flow, don't move from there. Stay there. Hone it. Own it. And make sure that you use this and capitalize on this to bring you happiness and fulfillment. If you are able to make money, if you are able to be paid and to earn your living when you are delivering in flow, you are one of the luckiest people. And this is one of the reasons why I'm trying to destroy my career of 2 decades and come into an arena I have found flow in many times. I want to live like this because I know what it feels like when I hit the high notes. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's addictive. And I want to be here. I want this to feed me because I understand that if I'm able to be fed by what brings me satisfaction and enjoyment and fulfillment, then life can be complete. I hope and I pray that all of you find that which will allow you to operate in flow, and I hope you are blessed by the factors so that what brings you flow is able to feed you and you can find happiness operating in this area of purpose. So I do pray and hope that you find the factors that bring you flow. If it doesn't come to you naturally, do a simple search. Factors that enable flow to be established. When you have the factors, start working on the factors, and I do pray and hope that you are blessed with the achievement of flow. I am looking forward to more of us operating in flow so that we can find the fulfillment that it promises to deliver. I shall see you soon in the next video. Bye.